You mentioned that national security presidential memorandum. I think it's NPSM-7, which was issued, about 10 days ago, a few days before the president and the Secretary of Defense spoke to the general and flag officers. I mean, it is striking. It's about domestic things, I think it's fair to say. It's about actions here at home, but it's a national security memorandum.
Yeah, so I think everything that you just said, it's using the national security apparatus in such a way, which, because it's focused domestically, one can only assume that Stephen Miller is empowered by this. So it's like connecting it up with national security frameworks, I should say, and then imposing it domestically. It almost, I have to assume that he wrote a large part of it. I mean, it just looks like it comes out of his mind in a certain sense, and his rhetoric around this. And I think what people should understand, they should Google it, just NSPM-7, is that if you read it, it is just extraordinary in its target set. So using the national security apparatus, the target set are individuals, I would say in many instances, appears to be exercising First Amendment rights. You can look at that the memorandum, and identify it time and again, and I can point to some very specific language that is not connected to violence. Maybe you could have a memorandum of something of that nature if there was domestic violence, but if you just ellipse out violence and keep the other language in there, because it's often an or, so it's like in response to violence, or like conspiracy against rights. That's about activity that, even if it were illegal, has no connection to terrorism or violence.